Deli, look, say hi. All right, everybody, another Roddy walk and talk. We're out walking in our favorite spot again. And sorry about that. I'm going to talk about a few things. One of which is your dog's safety. That's paramount. Usually you don't want your dog to get hurt or injured or do something stupid. And of course they're like a 5-year-old. So if they're left unattended, they're for sure going to get into trouble. Possibly get dead, which is not what you want. And that brings up the point of, like, if you have to leave for long hours, like going to work, leaving them home, you don't want to leave your dog for very long. If you need to, get a companion for them, or have somebody come by. If it's like 8 hours or 9 hours or whatever, have somebody come by that you know or that you can pay, and have them take them on a bit of a walk, 30 minutes, just to break up that time in half. That would be good. I am fortunate enough to work from home, so my dog's with me most of the time. Sometimes I'll take off for an hour or two and she just lays on her couch and gets some relaxed time in. Another thing is, like a child at home, for those that have had children, you want to make sure there's things they can't get into, such as over-the-counter and prescription drugs. Some of that stuff's like very fatal. Foods, you can look that up, but things like grapes or chocolate are obvious. Potatoes, whatever. You don't want them to get into that. You want to keep your dog safe. You don't want them out in the back without fencing or, supervision. And on that point, this dog, Dell, used to go out and get sticks and twigs and chew on that stuff and eat it, literally, when she was younger. So I talked to the vet about that, and they said, nah, that's not good. Don't let her do that. She was also eating cardboard, paper, paper towel rolls, napkins if she could get them. And I thought that was okay because I looked it up. Gerbils, hamsters, those kinds of pets, they use that cardboard-based, paper-based filling and bedding and things like that. And it was supposed to be safe, but, and it just passes right through them. And again, that's not good either. So I had to stop all that. Of course, she has some toys, things she likes to chew on. But I really had to focus on getting that away from her, stopping it all together. And I use deer antler and yak cheese bones that she loves, and transitioned her out of all that stuff. So anyway, that worked. Hopefully, if you've got that kind of problem, just focus on trying to get something that they love, that they can chew on. I don't use the raw hides and all those kinds of things because Rottweilers, of course, have super strong jaws, and I've read that sometimes it's 1,500 pounds per square inch in their jaws. These dogs and pit bulls have the strongest jaw power, I believe, unless some of the other bigger dogs, mastiffs and things like that. But it said these two, pit bulls and pitties and Rotties. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to talk about was traveling. Make sure when you're traveling in a long distance or whatever, multiple stops, multiple days, that if your dog's hyper excited and nervous, get them some CBD. And sometimes I'll use a couple of Benadryls. Dell does get a little bit excitable and anxious. She's like, where are we going? Where are we going? Let's get there. Ready to go? Let's get there. And that's her thing. and that calms her down, helps her to relax. And I keep a Kong bed. We travel in a truck, and that's, you know, she's in the back. The whole back area is her spot. So that's one thing. You want to make sure you have water, and of course their food. And every time you get out of the car or the vehicle, make sure they're leashed. Make sure their collar's on, their tags are on, just in case something happens. They run off, they get scared, who knows. That's a good idea. Just make sure they're under observation all the time. Like I said, they're like 5. So they'll get into trouble, man, if you let them, if you leave them. And I wanted to show you something. Another thing I got her for safety. Dell, come. Sit. Ellie, sit. Stay. I got her this little tag. It's called Bite Tag. It's right here on her collar. As you can see, it's right there. Stay. It's called Bite Tag. It's a little tag. You build a profile online, and fill in all her information for her, you know, everything, age, sex, female, male, whatever it is. It's all in there. And then there's a little scan code on the back. That's kind of blurry, I guess, but if she runs off or gets lost or whatever, somebody picks her up, they'll scan that tag with their phone, and her information will come up, phone number, address, everything, as well as you get an alert, and I believe it's text and email, and then the GPS coordinates of where she is, or where your dog is, where your Rottie is, or whatever dog. And it's pretty cool, man. And they're only like $20, so I'm gonna get one. We have another pet that we need to get one for, but anyway, it's a great thing, and it's better than just the other tags, which they'll work, but this one's just all inclusive. So all right, with that, another Rottie walk and talk. Deli, want to say goodbye? Goodbye, everybody. All right, cheers.